In class 11, business study, accountancy, we are on chapter number 9 and 10, financial accounts, final accounts, but with adjustments. With adjustments. And we have completed all the adjustments as well as we completed different numericals of this chapter also. So I am sure you all are able to do these questions. So today we are starting a new question that is given in the NCERT, and you all are able to do that question by, you can check the NCERT page number 387, page number 387. See the question on page number 387. The following balances were extracted from the books of Sri R. Lal on 31st March 2017. See the trial balance given in the question, and we have to do that question according to given pattern. Like first trading and P&L account and then balance sheet. So one by one, as I gave you the easy trick to do that, just mark in front of every transaction, every item, you have to mark where to show this. Like one by one, capital. Okay, now I will ask, where to show capital? Liability side of balance sheet. Good. Joins, liability side of balance sheet minus from capital, because by the drawings means withdrawal, the amount of capital is reducing. Very good. Now purchase in trading account, debit, sales in trading account, credit. Purchase return minus from purchase to find out the net purchase. Then stock on 1st April 2016. This is opening stock and we have to show it in the debit side. Very good. Now bad debts. Bad debts means the amount which is not recoverable from the debtors. Those debts which prove bad will be in debit side of P&L. Then doubtful bad debts reserves, this is opening PDD. Okay, then rates and insurance, P&L debit. Now see, this is the confusion point for you. Discount, credit. See, discount, if nothing is given, we have to show it in debit. But if it is clearly given that is credit, it means it is to be transferred to the credit side of P&L account. Good. Now bills receivable, asset side, because bills receivable means the amount which is receivable from drawing. Very good. Now that is in the chapter 7 also. Now sales return. The sales which is returned back. So sales return should be subtracted from the sales to find out the net sales. Wages, P&L debit. No. Trading debit. That's why I am telling you, be attentive. Wages is the direct expenses related with factory or manufacturing. That's why it is to be shown in the debit side of trading account. Building asset shown in the balance sheet. Very good. Rent credit. Clearly given credit. It means P&L credits. Rent credit means rent received. If rent debit, then it is rent paid. Okay. See, as according to the general entry rules, where all expenses are debit and all income and gains are to be credit. So here rent credit means rent received, that is to be shown in the credit side. Very good. Now railway freight sales. See, this is the front, but not inward, not on purchase. That's why it is on sales. That's why it is to be shown in the P&L account. Clear? Now, carriage inward. Carriage inward means the carriage paid on purchases. That's why it is in trading account. Please mark. Then office expenses, printing and stationery, postage and telegram, all will be in debit or profit and loss account. Very good. Now, debtors are the asset, creditors are the liability. Okay, debtors means trade pay receivables, creditors means trade payables. Very good. Now, see, yesterday the question we completed, the trial balance is in debit and credit form. Now here the trial balance is not given in the appropriate form. That's why credit will be in credit side. Okay. Now cash in bank, cash in hand is asset. That should be shown in asset side of balance sheet. Very good. Office furniture is also asset. Salaries and commission. This is indirect expenses. That's why it is to be shown in profit and loss account. Very good. Addition to buildings. Addition to buildings means more addition. Maybe some room is making. So that's why this is addition to building means asset. Okay. Shall I repeat all these things? Okay, one by one. Okay. Be careful. Capital liability side of balance sheet. Drawing should be subtract from the capital. Purchase, sales, trading account. Purchase return should be subtracted from purchase. Opening stock, debit of trading. Bad debts, debit of P&L. Bad debts reserve, this is old. Okay. Now rates and insurance. P&L debit, discount, credit, clearly given credit, it means credit side of P&L. Okay, first of all, you should mark these things. Then bills receivable, asset, sales return means that return should be subtracted from sales. Then wages, trading, building, asset, rent, credit side of P&L. Railway track on sales, P&L. Carriage inward, trading. Office expenses, P&L debit. Printing and stationery, P&L debit. Postage and telegram, P&L debit. Now debtors means asset. Creditors means liability. Cash in bank, asset. Cash in hand, asset. Office furniture, asset. Salary and commission, P&L debit. Addition to building. This is also an asset. Now come to the adjustment side. First of all. See, it's very easy if you will write in front of your adjustment or each item. Okay. Depreciation old building prices 25. It is given clearly. Addition at 2% means here you will write 2% of 2% of 7,000. Office furniture by 5%. See, furniture's value given here. That is 3,500. So 3,500 into 5%. So depreciation. Now we have to show the depreciation. Yes, I am showing you how to do that. See, depreciation will be shown at two sides. Debit of P&L and minus in concerned asset. Minus in concerned asset means the asset which is related, we should subtract from it. Okay. Now, write up further bad debts. Further bad debts means new bad debts. Okay, so new bad debts, same adjustment, debit of P&L minus in debtors. Very good. Now, increase the BDR by 6% of debtors. So, 6% of debtors we will calculate, but before that, we should deduct further bad debts. Then, outstanding salary. I told you what is the adjustment of outstanding. Yes, debit of P&L and outstanding means liabilities. Why liabilities? Because the businessman yet not paid the amount of salary to the employee. That is due. Okay. Now rent receivable means accrued rent. Accrued. Please see your table. Accrued rent plus in credit and asset side. Why asset side? Because that income will be received by the proprietor in future. That is receivable. Now interest on capital 5%. So what to do? See, the capital is 1 lakh. Okay, 1 lakh into 5 upon 100, that is 5,000. Now IOC 1 lakh into 5 upon 100, that is 5,000 rupees. This 5,000 rupees will effect two sides. One is debit of P&L, another is addition in capital. Very good. Plus in capital, because interest on capital will increase the amount of capital. Now, unexpired insurance, prepaid insurance. Prepaid insurance means paid in advance, related with the next year but paid in current year. So minus from insurance, and because it is prepaid, that's why it is asset. Then see, stock valued at 14,290 on 31st March. It means this is closing stock. See, one by one. First of all, see, one by one, look at the screen. Trading account and profit and loss account. First, opening stock, debit side. Please note down. By closing stock, credit side. Everything given, but you have to put them at proper place. This is purchase minus purchase return, carriage inward, wages. This is sales minus sales return. Okay, clear? Because net sales we have to show to calculate exact gross profit. If we will not calculate net profit and net loss, we will not come to know the accurate or exact gross profit. That's why sales return means the goods which we sold now return. So the exact sales is there. Same here, purchase minus purchase return, carriage inward and wages are direct expenses. Now come to calculate the gross profit. Yesterday also I explained you how to calculate gross profit. Yes, please tell me how to calculate gross profit. Very simple. Just do the total in rough side. Total of this side is 1,50,420 and subtract all the total of these four items. Because credit minus debit, then you will come to know gross profit. And gross profit CD means carried down, but in the bracket you should write gross profit transfer to P&L account. Because with the help of this profit we will start P&L account. So that total will be end by double lines. Now this gross profit will be transferred to this side by rent, credit. Accrued rent means receivable should be added. See, 2100 plus 200, that is 2300. The discount received 190. Now come to the debit side. Railway freight, office expenses, postage and telegram, printing and stationery, all are without adjustments. So if the adjustment is not there, we will also not like that. Now see, salary. Outstanding should be added. Yes, correct. Rates and insurance. Rebate should be subtracted. Very good. Good. Now bad debts. Add further bad debts. Add new PDD, as I told you, 5% of details. Then subtract old PDD. See, this is the easiest way. Otherwise, you can, what